people know me as the Bangalore boy. So, it is my duty to protect the city and all the 1 crore plus Bangaloreans who live here from any kind of terrorist crouch.
Joining me on this broadcast is Tejasvi Surya. He is the newly appointed chief of the BJP Yuva Morcha or the Youth Wing. Tejasvi, thank you for speaking to us here in India today. First of all, big congratulations to you. Soon after your appointment, a lot of reactions came in that for a change, you've actually got a youngster, a youth leader who is representing a political party's youth wing.
Like you very rightly put, Akshita, this can happen only in the BJP, which is a cadre-driven party. A few years ago, I went to the state office headquarters in Bangalore, on a motorcycle with a friend. Little did I know that the party would take me, make me an MP, the party would give me opportunities in different phases, and the party would make me the national president of the Yuva Morcha. I have said this earlier also. Many other political parties in India keep saying that young leaders, youngsters of today are leaders of tomorrow, and chanting that slogan, they keep them in a permanent waiting list. There is only one party in the country, that's the BJP, which believes that the youth of today are leaders of today and gives them opportunities in today's politics. I am extremely grateful to this party, and we will continue the glorious tradition of creating grassroots leaders through the BJYM.
Tejasvi, immediately after your appointment, there was a controversy that played out in Bengaluru over a comment you made saying that the city is an epicenter of terror activities.
The Bangalore riots has resulted in a few key conspirators being arrested. It has come to light that the protest that took place in Bangalore, allegedly over an offensive Facebook post, was not spontaneous, but was a result of a clear conspiracy, and that many anti-India organizations have played a role in it. Many terrorist modules, sleeper cells have been earlier busted in Karnataka and in Bangalore.
A lot of outrage over that. Bengalurians said that we don't want the identity of our city to be that of a terror hub.
Akshita, I would just want to correct your sentence by saying that it was not Bengalurians who said that, it was 2 or 3 Congress and 2 or 3 JDS leaders who felt that way. What I intended to say when I made that tweet was that Bangalore must not become a terror hub. Unfortunately, in the last few years, there have been a lot of sleeper cells, a lot of terrorist recruiters, including a few members who were recruiting members here to the ISIS who were arrested by the NIA. And the NIA, I must congratulate the Honorable Home Minister, because the NIA has made such important preemptive arrests in the city. And all of these arrests have in fact pointed out that they wanted to use Bangalore and the forests of South India to wage a jihad on India. These are the words that you find in an NIA charge sheet. So all of these are a matter of serious concern for a city like Bangalore. This city has been extremely peaceful. It has been the financial nerve center for all of South India. And as a representative of this great city, which has given me education, employment, identity, today in Delhi, elsewhere, people know me as the Bangalore boy. So, it is my duty to protect the city and all the 1 crore plus Bangaloreans who live here from any kind of terrorist crouch. And all those people who are opposing the NIA from coming to Karnataka, they are afraid that their match fixing with terrorist organizations like PFI and SDPI will be exposed. The Congress, like you know, is in alliance with the SDPI in many parts of the city as well as in the state and in the country. So, we all know that the kind of terror activities in which SDPI and PFI are involved. The Congress do not want the NIA to come here because they know that their double speak and their match fixing with the SDPI will be exposed. But be that as it may, the people of Bengaluru have reposed immense faith and trust in me. It is my bounden duty to protect my city, and I will do that at any cost. And my Honorable Home Minister, Shri Amit Shah ji, I congratulate him and thank him from the bottom of my heart on behalf of all citizens of Bengaluru for assuring that there is going to be a NIA permanent station in Bengaluru very soon.
But
we will ensure that no kind of terror activity, anti-India activity will take root in the city.
Are we exaggerating? You said it's a peaceful city. There's been one incident, the violence that happened in DJ Halli and KG Halli. Are we then exaggerating to say that, there are terror elements, there are sleeper cells, all of that?
The KJ Halli, DJ Halli is just one example of what has taken place. 2,000 people burning the house of a sitting MLA, burning down 2 police stations, rioting in front of live cameras is not something that can happen spontaneously.
But is it a
Also,
one-off
in the last
incident?
4-5
Are we
years, there have been
generalizing?
multiple arrests. In the letter that I have, one second Akshita, in the letter that I have written to the Honorable Home Minister, I have mentioned 11 such instances where there have been multiple arrests made. Even in my constituency, in Baswangudi, a software engineer was arrested as late as March 2020, and it revealed through the NIA investigation revealed that he was an active recruiter to ISIS. So there are multiple such instances that have taken place. You cannot be sorry after an attack has taken place. The best way to attack and control and address the challenges of the scourge of terror is by preempting and taking preventive measures, and NIA is the right step in that direction.
Here's what DK Shivkumar says. He is saying that this is an attempt to malign the city, this is a publicity stunt, and that this will hit investment in Bengaluru.
Oh, investments in Bengaluru, the Congress party must be worried that the city's investments will be hit if there are incidents like DJ Halli and KJ Halli which take place. They must, the Congress party did not have the courage of conviction to condemn the riots unequivocally. Their condemnation was preceded and prefixed and suffixed by ifs and buts. The Congress party did not have the moral gumption to stand by their own Dalit MLA. The JDS, the party which is now claiming that I have made a statement that is anti-Bangalore, they must contemplate now. The Dalit MLA whose house was burnt by these jihadi goons, he was earlier in the JDS. I want to ask the JDS leaders also, when his house was burnt, forget politics. On grounds of humanity, on humanitarian concerns, did any of your leaders go and stand by him? Did you give your support to him? None of you did any of these things. When you were in power, these very same jihadi elements were encouraged. You celebrated a tyrant Tipu's Jayanti. You encouraged all of these people. More than 1,600 cases against these organizations were dropped. So you have no moral right or authority to teach me how to love Bangalore. In fact, you should be apologizing to the people of Bengaluru because you are opposing the establishment of an NIA center in Bangalore. You do not want an NIA center in Bangalore because you're afraid, you're scared that this match fixing between you and these terrorist organizations will be exposed.
The Congress
And
hasn't said they're against an NIA center. They're saying that they're questioning your statement.
Do you not remember the Congress party leader's statement calling Osama bin Laden a terrorist as Osama G? And these people are here giving me lectures today. They may be afraid that they may lose votes of a certain community, but I do not do, neither my party nor my Prime Minister believes in vote bank politics. I am here to serve the people of Bangalore and I will do that at any cost. I don't have to care for certificates by these people.
There's been a lot of talk about what you said with regards to, Bengaluru seeing a lot of terror activities, and you've clarified, you've put your record, out there. What I also want to focus on, what's been making headlines in Bengaluru, is the fact that there is also a probe by the Central Crime Branch into a drug racket, multiple ones at that. And there is now a question being asked about whether Bengaluru, a city which is very young, is facing a serious crisis in the sense that, there's open sale of drugs happening and there's just simply not enough action being taken.
Akshita, the scourge of drug is something very serious. It is something that is affecting almost every important metropolis in the country, not just Bangalore. Through your channel, through India Today, I want to make a request to all young people. All young people of India are aware that drug abuse is a scourge. Drugs are a menace not only to the human body but also to the nation. It corrodes our intellect, it troubles our health, and it literally puts your mental spirit to deathbed. So we must avoid drugs at any cost, and the war against drugs, which has now accidentally started because of whatever reasons the incidents that have played, must be supported by every single person. We want to make Nasha Mukt Bharat a reality.
No, so there is a cleanup happening. There's an investigation that's on. We've seen some big names also emerging. That is the fear that, with more influential names coming forth, can we expect an impartial investigation? H.D. Kumaraswamy also, when speaking about this, said that there's such a circumstance in Bengaluru that in 5-star hotels, in bars and pubs, after a certain point in the night, drugs are openly consumed. He said that you won't even believe this is India. Do you think that's the case?
Well, see, he is not entirely wrong when he says that there are these incidents taking place. Like I have said, the authorities must be given all kind of support, and we must stand by the authorities to ensure that this scourge is dealt with sternly.
All right. Tejasvi, appreciate you joining us and taking all of our questions. Once again, congratulations to you on your appointment. And we'll keep, of course, having these interactions to get a sense of not just how the BJP is faring with regards to the youth wing, but also on issues that matter to the people of Bengaluru. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, and I need your support at every instance. Thank you so much, Akshita.
Thank you, Tejasvi.